Welcome to this live stream from First Unitarian Church of Des Moines. Our mission is to love radically, grow ethically and spiritually, and serve justly. We invite you to visit our website at www.ucdsm.org. It's a great way to explore all that our church has to offer, from adult programs, to religious education, to social justice work, and more. But the best way to know us is to visit on a Sunday. We'd love to get to know you over a cup of coffee after the service. Speaking of which, today's service will begin shortly. So now we'll take you inside.
Responsive reading?
Yes, before the responsive reading.
Wow. Yes, Karen.
Yes, she is.
I know. That was going to be my suggestion. Good morning and welcome. I'm Diane Ford, she, her, your celebrant this morning, and we welcome all people who welcome all people. We welcome all genders, ethnicities, bodies, beliefs, and stories. Today is a very special service. Today we ring out with Christmas cheer. This morning we ask you to leave your cares and worries behind and at the door for the next hour and join the choirs in celebrating the joy of Christmas bells, as you can see. Children, wherever you are, please keep your parents seated next to you. And if they start getting too quiet, remind them that it is okay to wiggle and move and dance to the music, to do a bit of seat dancing. And if any of you still don't have quite enough room to move, that's what the aisles are for, okay? We want everyone to feel comfortable, to sway, to move or dance as you desire. And you see we have a drum set up here to help us, regardless of all ages or inhibition. For those with auditory sensitivities or a need for a quiet space in a calming environment, this service is also available for viewing in Griffin Hall. Now, please join me in the chalice lighting words in your order of service and on the screen. As we light our chalice, let us bathe in this loving community. Sound of the bells that ring out with the peace, love, and joy and celebration, the true spirit of the holidays. So please stand for our opening song. Words are on the screen, and you probably already know it. And Louise, you'll be our song leader, is that correct?
Yes.
Whoa.
We all get a constant barrage of texts, emails, and notifications from the never-ending 24/7 news cycle, and we feel emotional distress at the injustices facing people across the country and world. Some of you may feel additional stress and pressure to complete the expected to-do list of seasonal tasks. It's a lot. Jennifer Graham, a Boston journalist, points out a different approach to Christmas in her 2016 article entitled, "Why We Need a Little Christmas." Her words still ring true in 2025. She states that Christmas is actually good for you. It is beneficial to your health and well-being through the variety of holiday observances, such as, some as obvious as a red-nosed reindeer, others as subtle as the hint of nutmeg in a glass of eggnog. She continues, to paraphrase Scrooge's nephew in A Christmas Carol, "Christmas can do us good and will do us good if we focus on the rituals and traditions that meet our deepest needs. And the season is rich with them, not only for Christians celebrating Jesus' birth, but for families who celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and even the winter solstice." She says Christmas provides us with the opportunity for a little giving, a little family, a little reverence, a little storytelling, a little music, and a little hope. Change the word family to community, and this sounds like a great public service announcement for our church. How we get a little of all of these things just by coming here each Sunday. Graham goes on to explain that gift-giving taps into the happiness human beings experience when they give to others or volunteer, the so-called helper's high. Christmas naturally creates time with family and friends that satisfies our need as humans to have strong social connections. It provides opportunities to add meaning to the holidays through religious practices. Studies indicate that more than 60% of Americans go to a Christmas service, even if they traditionally don't attend during the year. Beyond the story of the Nativity and other Christmas favorites like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, when families share their own stories with their children, they become more resilient and emotionally healthy because they develop what researchers call an intergenerational self. Family traditions of singing Christmas carols, decorating a tree, and baking holiday cookies are all an important part of helping children grow up feeling safe and loved. Lastly, Christmas brings us high levels of hope. A holiday centered around the birth of a newborn symbolizes hope and joy for the future and reminds us of what can be possible with the birth of all new life. The song, "We Need a Little Christmas," conveys a message of hope and rejuvenation, suggesting that the merriment and traditions of Christmas can bring much-needed cheer and a positive change in mood, regardless of the time of year or circumstances. We hope you enjoy this Kirby Shaw arrangement of "We Need a Little Christmas" from the Broadway musical Mame.
Put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking. We may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry, so climb down the chimney. From the brightest string of lights I've ever seen, slice up the fruitcake, finally on some tinsel on that evergreen bough. Grown a little leaner, yes, I've grown a little colder, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older. I've grown older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas. It hasn't thrown a single word that's ever given us up. All out the holly, haven't I taught you well to live each living day? Fill up the stocking. We may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Need a little Christmas now. Right now.
Good morning. Thank you for coming out on this frigid day. We're excited to have you all here. So, Christmas bells symbolize joy and new beginnings, creating a festive atmosphere that unites people in celebration. Their chimes echo the hope associated with the Christmas story, the promise of peace and renewal. Many believe that the sound of bells reflects good deeds and acts of kindness. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, a bell rings every time an angel gets its wing. Not its ring, but its wing. In traditions worldwide, bells are often rung to drive away negativity and invite positive energy, fostering a spirit of generosity. In the story The Polar Express, Santa gives a bell as his first gift of Christmas. For children, the sound of Christmas bells can be magical. This was especially true for Matthew, the the boy in this next story. Mrs. Thompson's class was excitedly preparing for their annual Christmas program. The kids spent weeks practicing and learning their songs and skits, and several of them were given special Christmas bells to ring. One of them was Matthew. He was super excited and practiced ringing his bell every day. The day before the program, Matthew found out his grandpa was coming, but realized his grandpa is deaf. How's he going to be able to hear him ring his bell? And then he had an idea. So the night of the concert, the school auditorium was filled with parents, grandparents, and family friends. Mrs. Thompson was busy getting all the kids ready to go on stage and realized Matthew was missing. She couldn't find him anywhere. She nervously scoured backstage to try and find him and finally saw him busy in the corner. "Matthew, hurry, it's almost time to start," she called out. "Okay," he replied, "I'm just getting my bell ready." She said, "What do you mean, getting your bell ready?" "Well, my grandpa is deaf, and I wanted to make sure he could hear me ring my bell, so I came up with something special for him. Closed captions." So you see, Matthew knew how important it is for everyone to hear the magical sounds of Christmas bells, even if sometimes you have to use your imagination to hear them.
See
Before we have the responsive reading, we have a very appropriate for the season spotlight.
Good morning. I'm Elaine Imlau, she, her. Teenagers, can't we all think of something we or our kids did that resulted in the parental response, "What were you thinking?" Now imagine that your unlicensed teenager found the car keys to a vehicle not yet registered, took it out for a little joyride just around the block, but didn't quite straighten out coming into the alley and hit the corner of the neighbor's garage. Since it only seemed to be a flattened gutter downspout, the driver backed up and continued home. No big deal, right? Not until the police came to the door with doorbell cam video and news of the buckled garage door, resulting in $9,000 in fines and repairs. Now, add this $9,000 to your list of monthly bills while trying to support a family of 9 on the income from 2 $20 per hour jobs, after losing government support for rent, utilities, and food. The Sudanese family our immigration team supports has found itself in this very dilemma. This year, for our giving tree, we are supporting this specific family and other immigrant families receiving support from REVA, Refugee and Immigrant Voices in Action, one of our Faith in Action partners. REVA has requested basic household items such as diapers, baby wipes, and laundry detergent. REVA case managers will share items with families as the need arises. Cash donations to the REVA organization are also much appreciated. For cash donations, use the QR code on the back of the order of service. The Sudanese mom has requested versatile Walmart gift cards for individual family members and much appreciates cash gifts to their utilities for a family gift. No need to wrap anything this year. Just take a red or green card and bring your items or cards back to church by next Sunday, the 21st. With the green card, be sure to pick up the half sheet on the window ledge with more detailed instructions. And on the utility ones, there's instructions on the back too. Another way to support our immigrant neighbors is to attend the Know Your Rights training during next Sunday's forum time at 11 o'clock. Tom Rendon from Allied Congregations for Immigrant Support, or ACES, our Sudanese family team, will lead the training. This is the first step to help and support those facing ICE detention. Thanks for your concern and support this holiday season.
Thank you for that. Our responsive reading is What Do the Bells Say in your order of service, or maybe on the screen? Are they on the, yes, okay. What do the bells say? Listen, listen.
They shake the trees where the ice gems listen. They call and they call across the snow. But what they're saying I do not know.
What do the bells say? Hearken, hearken. Angel wings, and angels teach the bells like to sing. What do the bells say? Hear them, hear them.
They sing the song of the angels near them. Over the snowfields hear it chime, the song of the first Christmas.
Bravely, the bells go ringing, ringing.
They set the heart of the whole world singing, singing the sweet old song again. Peace on earth, goodwill to men.
Thank you. And now we'll have the joys and sorrows. John?
This is shorter. My name is John Morrow, your pastoral care associate this morning. If you're going through any life changes, whether they bring happiness, grief, or a mix of both, The pastoral care team is here for you. You can contact us at pastoralcareteam@ucdsm.org or do the Caring Community page on our website. You're always welcome to speak to me or any member of our team in person. We have no new joys or concerns shared with us this week, but we recognize that you're holding so much, all the joys and sorrows that life brings. Know that we are holding it all with you. Let us now name those who could use some extra care, either speaking the names aloud or typing them in the Zoom chat. May the embrace of this community reach each and every one. We now light 3 candles. One for the joys and sorrows shared aloud, one for those shared in writing, and one for those held silently among us. For all these, we now observe a moment of silence.
I don't usually have to do that. Our work of supporting the First Unitarians' mission in the world shows up in many different ways financially, and we practice our generosity every Sunday by passing the plate. Today is a special service, and we have the extreme pleasure of enthusiastically showing our support by tipping all of these wonderful musicians, right? In gratitude, then, we give, for in gratitude we receive. Okay, let's let the fun begin. At this time, we invite all of our youth, all of our kids to come on up and gather on the stage or stand in front for a special children's time. So come on down.
Come stand next to me.
And we need the wiggliest kids down here, too. We need everybody down
Show
here.
me your wiggles.
'Cause we're
Do you
going
got some wiggles?
Some of you can come up here and sit.
Anybody want to be on the stage? You can hang out down by me or up by Karen.
Yes.
All right. Okay, we need everybody to be kind of over here so they can see really well. We've got a couple of things to show you today. So, how many of you like new things? Raise your hand. Do you like new things? Like new toys, new songs, new clothes?
You guys too. Big kids?
Yeah,
New
a few
things?
back there too, yes.
Okay, what about old things? Who likes old
Do you like
things?
old
Do you guys
things?
like old things? Okay, maybe,
Yeah?
maybe not
No?
as much down here.
Not
Okay,
too
that's okay.
much.
We'll appreciate it when we get older.
Well, we've been talking about Christmas bells this morning. Do you guys have a favorite Christmas song about bells that you like to sing? Jingle bells. That's a good one. How many of you know that it was written a very, very, very long time ago? It is not a new song. It's an old song. It was written by somebody in 1857. And our church was built 100 years after that. And our church is still 70 years old. So, do any of you like math?
Ooh, we got one. We got
So,
one. Another one.
If Jingle Bells was written in 1857 and our church was built 100 years after that, what year was our church built? Did anybody know? It would be 100 years plus 1857. Do you? 1957, that's
Winner,
right.
winner.
You do like math. Good job. Yeah, our church was built in 1957, and that was still a really long time ago, because it's 2025. So Jingle Bells was written almost 170 years ago.
So, you all mentioned that you like the song Jingle Bells, which means you like old things, even if you didn't know it, and you also like new things, right? So, would you be willing to sing Jingle Bells with me?
All right.
Okay, we're just going to sing the part that we know, just the chorus, okay? But before you sing, don't you feel like all these guys should have some bells?
I think we need to hand out some bells. Can you pass them down? Can you pass them down and help each other? Yes. Pass one? Yeah? There's one? Who else needs one?
You want a bell too?
Everybody get one? No more? All right. Okay. I think we're ready to sing, Sarah.
I think we're ready.
Okay, you guys ready? What? You get to keep them. Ready? Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yay!
So, I want us to sing it one more time because you guys did such a great job.
But fun fact, did you know that the song Jingle Bells used to be a Thanksgiving song, not a Christmas song?
Yeah, we
Did you know that? No? It used to be called One Horse Open Sleigh. For those of you who don't know what a sleigh looks like, we're going to show you here in just a moment. But I think we have something else we wanted to show them, Karen.
Well, first I would like to sing it one more time. And I want this time for you all to lean into the microphones, and I want you to sing into the mics so that you guys can hear what we heard up here.
You ready?
So
We're going to do it again.
Lean in real close to the mic and sing. Ready?
Ready?
Jingle
bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
to show you. So, let's see. See my notes here. Right. So, thank you, Sarah. So, I have a question for you guys. When you sing the song Jingle Bells, and it says, jingle bells, jingle all the way, where do you think the jingle bell sound comes from? The sleigh? You think it comes from the sleigh? So the bells are on the sleigh? Yes, they are sleigh bells. That's correct. Do you think the riders in the sleigh would jingle them with their hands like you just did? No? You guys are smarter than I thought.
Where do you think they'd be then?
Where do you think they would be besides
It's a
the
little
sleigh?
bit of trivia. You're on to me.
On the reindeer.
On the reindeer. Good answer.
Well, I have something to show you.
Is it a tiny little mini reindeer?
It is not a tiny little
not.
mini reindeer puppet.
Okay. Do you know where they go? Or the horses. There
Or
are
the horse.
actual horses that pull sleighs as well. But yes, this is a horse harness that has real sleigh bells on them. And they get attached to their harness up here at the top. And this part actually goes around the horse's belly. And it's got straps that can adjust. So if it's a small horse, it's tighter. And if it's a larger horse, it gets bigger. So how does it create the sound of jingle, 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 jingle? That's right. Right. When the horses move. So kind of sounds like that.
So can we stand up and be horses?
Who would like to hold
You ready?
this? How about the
Hold your
three of you?
bells.
Hold on just a second.
It
Okay,
is.
you hold this, and you hold one. Okay, now, there we go.
Okay, everybody with
Ready?
bells, let's stand
Let's
up.
pretend to be horses
be
with jingle
horses.
bells. You guys ready to do a little bouncing?
Show me how you'd be a bouncing horse.
Bounce up and down. That's where the sleigh bells
Yeah.
come from the horses and the reindeer.
Little morning aerobics.
All right. Good job. You guys make great jingle bell horses. How heavy, isn't it? If anybody would like to come and see these after church, you may come up here, okay, and look at them again.
Okay, so
Thank you very much for coming and joining us with our Christmas bell celebration.
let's give our bell ringers a hand.
Oh,
They did awesome. I think we're going to let them take.
yeah.
If you would like to take your bells with you, back
Those
to
are
your
for you to
seat,
keep.
You get to keep them, and you can play along with us. You can ring bells through the rest of service and dance and be a horse if you want.
All right.
Okay.
You may go back to your seats. Thank you for coming up.
Good work.
Can I be by you more?
You can hang out. Why don't you go with mom, and then after you can come up and hang with me, okay? Okay, can you go with mom, and you can come find me in a little bit?
When?
Yeah, soon, very, very soon. Okay.
I'll take yours. Goodbye, goodbye. One hand.
Okay, now I'm up here.
Get that stool up.
So now that we have established.
A little closer to the
Oh,
mic.
is the mic on?
It's not on. Can you turn the mic on, please?
Can you hear me now? There we go. Hooray. Okay, so now that we have established that Jingle Bells may have been the most well-known Christmas song by children of all ages since 1857, we're going to move ahead 100 years to the same year our church was built and sing Jingle Bell Rock. First recorded in Nashville by Bobby Helms in 1957. This is a pioneering rock and roll Christmas song that has since become a holiday classic. It's credited as its first mainstream rock and roll Christmas song, making the shift from traditional holiday music to a more contemporary sound. This blend of rock and country that helps it stand out among other Christmas standards. It has since become a holiday classic. So here to accompany all of us in singing Jingle Bell Rock, the Bell Avenue Ringers. jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bell ring. Snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell chime. Jingle bell time and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time. It's a right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the lawn. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock.
I'm waiting for some photos here.
Oh, go ahead, Louise.
Okay. Whether used in music or as decoration, sleigh bells are a timeless symbol of the magic of Christmas. But did you know that sleigh bells were developed as a safety precaution? Because sleighs glide so silently over the snow, the jingling sounds from the bells were necessary to prevent collisions with other sleighs and people walking in the snow, especially when it was snowing heavily or in the dark. Even the song Winter Wonderland begins with the lyrics, "Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland." It's probably a good idea for those walkers to be listening for those sleigh bells, just in case. Please sing along with the bell choir on 2 verses of Winter Wonderland. Lyrics will be on the screen.
We all get to start together. Ready?
Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the bluebird. He sings a love song as we go
One of the most classic and beloved Christmas activities is caroling, bringing joy and cheer to families and neighborhoods through the power of song. So where did the tradition of caroling and caroling with Christmas bells come from? It began a few thousand years ago when pagan songs were sung to celebrate the winter solstice while dancing around stone circles. Carols, referring to dances or songs of praise and joy, were created and sung for all 4 seasons. However, the Christmas season has been the only one where the tradition survives. Caroling didn't become associated specifically with Christmas until the 13th century, when St. Francis of Assisi used songs or canticles in his nativity plays in Italy to tell stories. Choruses were typically sung in the native language of the audience, which allowed them to join in singing along. Despite Christmas and carols being forbidden by the Puritans in the 1600s, believe it or not, caroling still survived, and new carols were added during the Victorian period. Appreciative households made sure carolers had warm mince pies or hot punch at the ready. Some people even offered sheet music of carols or printed lyrics for sale. Street musicians would perform carols with their fiddles, pipes, penny whistles, accordions, and organs. Carols were particularly suited to bell ringing, performed by small groups or an individual armed with a string of 10 or more bells. They were commonly rung while caroling in the Victorian period.
Caroling, caroling through the snow, Christmas bells are ringing, is the first line of the choir's next song. Caroling, caroling was composed by Alfred Burt in 1954, the most famous 20th century composer of Christmas carols, and is one of the last of 15 holiday carols that he wrote in his short life. Alfred's father, an Episcopalian minister, started a tradition in 1926 of designing a Christmas carol card that included an original carol the minister wrote each year. When Alfred was 10, his father gave him a cornet to coerce him to go to the hospital for an appendectomy. During his recovery, Alfred taught himself all of the instrument fingerings, gradually becoming recognized for his musical talent and eventually pursuing a career in music after graduating from the University of Michigan. From 1942 until his death in 1954, Alfred continued the family tradition of sending Christmas carol cards. Though he died suddenly at the age of 33 from lung cancer, his Christmas card carols, such as Caroling, Caroling, Some Children See Him, and the Star Carol, live on and have gained international acclaim by performances from celebrated singers such as Nat King Cole, Julie Andrews, James Taylor, and Bing Crosby. Caroling, Caroling, written just months before he died, has become one of the most popular carols. Carol of the Bells, the choir's second song, has a rich history rooted in Ukrainian culture, evolving from a New Year's song entitled Shekedrik, sorry if you're Ukrainian, which dates back from pre-Christian times. It has become a beloved Christmas carol that captures the spirit of the holiday season. Introduced to the West in the early 1900s, it wasn't until Peter Wilhowsky wrote English lyrics that emphasized the sound of bells in 1936 that it has become one of the most well-known Christmas carols around the world. The song's journey reflects the blending of cultural traditions and the universal themes of hope and joy.
Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, 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 caroling. Christmas bells are ringing. Carol the snow, carol the snow. Christmas bells are ringing. Joyous voices sweet and cheer. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, 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 caroling through the town. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling up and down. Christmas bells are ringing. Hark ye well the song we sing, gladsome tidings now we bring. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling now we go, caroling, caroling through the snow. Caroling, caroling near and far, Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling yonder star, Christmas bells are ringing. Sing we all this happy morn, where the King of heaven is born. Ding dong, ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing through the town. Ringing, Christmas bells are ringing. Hark ye the bells, bright silver bells, now echoing good news they bring. Day of good cheer, Christmas is here, now all is well. Sing, ding dong, loudly they ring, each answering, filling the air, loudly declare. This is the year peace will appear, hatred will cease, love will increase. Songs are sincere, love is agreeing, love is revealing, love is our being, we are all one. Christmas bells and lots of treasure, so we sing in merry measure, spreading the word, let it be heard, each bell a part of loving hearts. Don't hear the bells, bright silver bells, now echoing good news they bring. Day of good cheer, Christmas is here, now all is well. Stop, ding dong, loudly they ring, each answering, filling the air, loudly declare. This is the year peace will appear, hatred will cease, love will increase. Love is agreeing, love is revealing, love is our being, we are all one. Christmas bells and lots of treasure, so we sing in merry measure, spreading the word, let it be heard, each bell a part of loving hearts. Hark, hear the bells, bright silver bells, now echoing good news they bring. Ding dong, ding dong.
Our reading today is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. No one was perhaps more inspired by the sound of Christmas bells than Longfellow when he heard church tower bells ring one Christmas day in 1863. Listening to the church bells ring their defiant message of hope was the inspiration for a poem by one of the most famous poets of all time. Here are a few words of reflection about Christmas bells, the original title of Longfellow's poem, by Reverend Mark Ennis, a Reformed Church in America pastor in 2023. Since I can remember, I have loved the Christmas carol, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. I don't know what attached me to this carol when I first heard it, but somehow it spoke to me, and it quickly became one of my favorite songs of the Christmas season. It was later that I learned the history of the carol and liked it even more. It was written, of course, by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, the famous writer of the 1800s. He was a war correspondent during the American Civil War, and he knew personal suffering. His wife was killed in a kitchen fire. He attempted to rescue her and was badly burned. He grew the beard that he is now famous for because of the scarring on his face. If this was not enough suffering, his son was a soldier in the Union Army who was severely wounded in the war. Longfellow was unsure if his son would live or die. This anxiety added to the grief he felt for his deceased wife and the physical scarring that he had received. As Christmas approached, he knew the horrors of war and the suffering that war caused. The loud sounds of battle seemed to compete with the sounds of church bells ringing in the celebration of Christmas. His carol is a carol of hope, that the Christmas bells of hope would ultimately win against the sounds of violence and suffering. Little more than a year ago, just 6 weeks before Christmas, I spent time on the West Bank. I remember thinking that Christmas was only a short time away as I overlooked the fields where it was said that the shepherds were tending their flocks when angels appeared and announced the birth of Jesus. Thinking of the military operations in the West Bank and the major war being conducted in Gaza, I can better understand the conflict that was within Longfellow as he heard bells amid war, fear, and grief. The world is often in conflict with the peace and justice that we look forward to. Longfellow lived in hope that the sweet music of the church bells would ultimately win over the sounds of war, and he celebrated this hope by writing this carol. During COVID in 2021, Dr. DeMarco, a senior fellow of Human Life International, wrote that Longfellow's story is a lesson for us all. We can all listen to the bells and hear something that goes far beyond our own problems. We can still hear the bells on Christmas Day.
The bells on Christmas Day, their old familiar carols play, and while bells, nor hours and dim, nor days nor still, nor wrong shall fail, nor right prevail. With peace on earth to all goodwill. Till ringing, singing on its way, the world revolves from night to day. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime. A voice, a chime, a chant sublime. Of peace on earth to all goodwill. Peace on earth to peace on earth to peace on earth to peace on earth to peace on earth, peace on earth to
Several people addressed the topic, why we need a little Christmas, in 2016. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we find their words as applicable today. And we have the same president. You've heard from Jennifer Graham, and now I'd like to share words from Ali Shemansky on why we need a little Christmas now. Still written in 2016. With the winter season approaching, it seems many of us need Christmas more than ever. And this Christmas brings an opportunity to change the world. Amidst the chaos of politics, war, and corruption, the annual Christmas decree of peace and goodwill is one that has become a desperate cry. Throughout America and throughout the world, 2016, and now 2025, has taken its toll. The idea of peace on earth seems to have become nothing more than that, an idea. While many may not have been personally affected by some of the year's events, as a society, we cannot afford to turn a blind eye to those who have. But the question that arises to many is what, as just one person, can be done to help mitigate problems that are so much bigger than ourselves? Well, perhaps all that we need to start with is some of that good old-fashioned Christmas cheer. What if this Christmas season, peace on earth and goodwill to all, wasn't just a saying, but an attitude that didn't end on December 25th? The impact it could have on our society and our world could make all the difference. Many people are entering into this holiday season with feelings of concern and confusion. Let's make Christmas this year the one that puts us that much closer to making the idea of peace on earth, goodwill to all, more than an idea, but a mantra to live by throughout the new year. Thank you for sharing this hour of Christmas cheer with us. From the Unitarian Church Choirs, down there, Merry Christmas to you. And if the Spirit so moves you, there's still plenty of room for dancing in the aisle. This is your last opportunity. Here we go.
Snowballs flying through the air, crash my sled, but I don't care. Nothing in this world will make me blue. Snowmen out on the front lawn, lift their hands and sing along. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, sorry.
cookies baking in the stove. Let's go hang by the mistletoe. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Christmas only comes but once a year. The happiest of days is finally here. So come on, sing it out. Let's give love that's true. Merry Christmas to you. I hear a noise upon the roof. It might be the sound of reindeer hooves. The kids all know I know it's you know who. And above it all the angels sing, glory, glory to the King. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Christmas only comes but once a year. The happiest of days is finally here. So come on, sing it out. Let's give love that's true. Merry Christmas to you. La 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 la. La 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 la. Christmas only comes but once a year. The happiest of days is finally here. So come on, sing it out. Let's give love that's true. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Christmas only comes but once a year. The happiest of days is finally here. Jesus, you were born and you gave love that's true. Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Merry Christmas to you. Oh, Merry Christmas to
Thank you to Karen and all of these wonderful musicians for today's service. What a great time. Thank you. Before we go into the extinguishing the chalice, I'd like to remind people that the fun continues with a forum after you eat your treats with Oge, our board member, who is going to facilitate with Tracy, our church administrator, an interactive forum about communication. So if you can stay, we'd love to have you. So what a wonderful service. Extinguishing the chalice. Please read the words with me as we say the words in unison. As we extinguish the flame, but not the light it symbolizes, may it remind us to ring out bells for peace, so others will no longer hear the sounds of war. Ring out bells of love, so others will no longer hear the voices of hate. Ring out bells for joy, so others will join in singing the carols of the season, not just at Christmas, but throughout the coming year.
Dear ones, let us go forth with joy and peace and love. Blessed be.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Troll the
As this live stream from First Unitarian Church comes to an end, remember that previous live streams can be found on our YouTube channel. We'd love to see you in person someday. Until then, thanks for joining us.